Hello everybody, this is me, Mercury Glider, and in today's video, I'm going to be covering some of the new vehicle improvements that have come with Twisted's 1.21 update. I know I have been radio silent for a bit, but that was because this update changed so many things that I just had to take a few days to get used to them. Anyways though, let's hop right into the new vehicle models. With this 1.21 update, there was a lot of new vehicle additions and remakes. Here is the ones that I am willing to show at least, or have. The first vehicle we have is the Dominator 1, which has finally been remodeled to its full glory. It has 4 variants as of now, and I must say I really like this model, despite the doors being bugged out as of me writing this. You can even see the Tahoe cab peeking out from the paneling, which is also a nice touch. I'm glad that new Twisted players finally have a nice looking Dominator to start out with, as the last one was, let's admit it, horrendous. Then, next up, we have the Dominator 2, which is my personal favorite looking interceptor of this update, due to just how sleek it looks. It comes with 4 variants also, and has a really nice model as well, with its trunk even working and animated. Some of the elements of the old car are also peeking out from this, like the Dominator 1, and it's a pretty well-rounded interceptor in Twisted, so I'm glad this is now an appealing option. And finally, with the Dominator family is the Dominator 3, which was a big shock to me when I noticed this remodel in the trailer. It comes with only 2 variants, with the blank one being pointed out by my best friend as costing more, which is kind of funny, and the model is just incredible. It now has an openable trunk and top hatches, which is cool despite the interior kind of lacking, and it is still the best Dominator to intercept in, due to being able to withstand near TIV2 wind speeds and a fast deployment time. What more could you ask for? Now, the vehicle that needs multiple variants shown off due to the sheer amount of 10 variants that came with this update, the TIV2. Starting off with the oldest 2008 variant, which was the variant that was originally first shown on the show Storm Chasers back in, 2008, before it busted a back axle and was out of the chase before it even began. Though now in Twisted it can finally carry out its duty with 6 flaps in total, and even has a unique turret, though that is also bugged as of writing. This is just an amazing contribution, and was something I honestly wasn't expecting, so it's a nice treat to have. For this next one, we'll be covering the 2009 TIV2, which is my personal favorite variant. This is the TIV2 that was used in its glory days on Storm Chasers, and has all the nice TIV2 features such as the 4 hydraulic flaps on all sides, and the iconic IMAX turret that is present on the current TIV2. This variant is the strongest TIV2 out of all the variants, as it can withstand 235 mph wind speeds as of writing, though that could change as it already has. Yet another great TIV2 to chase in. And finally, the last TIV variant I am covering is the 2024 TIV2, which is the variant that is now currently being used by the chaser group Storm of Passion. This TIV2 variant has some unique features such as the amber lights, a custom license plate, and a Twitter handle. Incredible. Another neat feature to note is how rusted the interior now looks due to its age, which is a nice touch that wasn't needed but very appreciated. Now, exiting the warehouse, we have the Doghouse to look at, which will also be covering a few of the 8 variants due to how many exist. First up is the 2009 Doghouse, which is the Doghouse when it was first made as a support vehicle for the TIV2 before the IMAX filming equipment was installed. It's the cheapest Doghouse in the game, and it's pretty self-explanatory. It's just an original Doghouse. Next up is the 2010 Doghouse, specifically the 2010 filming Doghouse that has a front and roof camera mount that yes, does work, and is the variant I've been using the most due to just how many camera points it has, which is great for catching things like road driving footage. Though, as of writing, you can only point these cameras left and not right for some reason. And then, the last Doghouse we'll be covering, the 2015 Doghouse, which is essentially a poor man's TIV due to it having an IMAX turret, It is great for catching footage with that turret look, and also has the rust due to age, which gradually increased as the variants get older on the black metal parts. Again, a nice little touch to have. And finally, we have gone to the last vehicle I will be covering in this video, the Scout, which from what my friends have told me is one of the best probe vehicles to start out with, due to it only having a 3 probe capacity and a pretty cheap price. While I have not used this vehicle yet myself, it looks like a nice retro chase vehicle to use, and is probably a good pairing with the Dow 3. Oh yeah, speaking of the Dow 3, the reason why I'm not covering it here is, well, it costs $500,000, which is way too much of a price for a vehicle that I'd probably only use for this video, and is also buggy from what I've heard as of now, like the Dow 6. So I'm very sorry if you were looking forward to that. I'm sure another video is giving it love somewhere. And that is probably the most important part of this update. There is other parts of the update as well, including hydroplaning, storm improvements, and also performance improvements, though I've heard the performance fix is a bit hard to miss with people. Overall, I think this is a good update, even though it was a bit frustrating getting used to the new tornado logic at first. Expect some future intercept videos in the future, since I've already gotten so many amazing intercepts already just getting used to this update. I just wanted to show you all my favorite vehicle improvements in this video. Anyways, this has been Mercury Glider, and I will see you all later. Happy Twisted Chasing, folks, and I'll see you all on the chase stream on Friday.